By the grace of God, this is the message from the Lord that He has revealed to me concerning Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Peter Obi, Ovie Omo Agege, Omega Fire Ministry Apostle Joseph Suleiman, Pastor Adeboye from the Christian Redeemed Church of God, and the U.S. government, and the kings, our monarchs in our land, and by the grace of God, the entire Obi family. Dear fellow Nigerians, by the grace of God, I am Joel Ejute Memon, a servant of the Lord. Please, on a serious note, God took me to Revelation and showed me a sin that has to do with some of our political class, our political elites, among which is one of the front runner, by the grace of God, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the APC presidential candidate. By the grace of God, I was in that revelation, and I came into a scene where I saw different chairs, like royal chairs, like presidential chairs were arranged until the very last one. And when I saw that scene, I observed that the seat, the last seat, there were people's names that have been written in the chair. And when I saw the last one, I saw a name, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, at the feet of the chair. While at the top, I saw a Milocom. And the chair was very old and dusty. And I asked, I saw some creatures, some persons, I can't really get them right, like form of spirit beings. And I saw them in the scene, but I can't really figure out anyone. And at that point, when I saw that name, I was forced to ask the Lord, what is the meaning of this? And the Lord told me, He said, this is the presidential seat for this 2023. The next person that will occupy the seat. And instantly, I saw some of the people behind the scene. They were rejoicing and were happy. And right there, I overheard them that it is a Milocom, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I now asked, is it the person to occupy, to take this presidential seat? And all of them behind the scene shouted, yeah, they were happy. Like they were really happy. I said, okay, no problem. While I was looking at it, I asked, why is the chair therefore old and dusty? And the Lord said unto me that what I am seeing here has been for a very long time ago. That is not just something of today. That this seat has been here for decades. That the spirit realm, the people I am seeing here, they have come a long time ago to ask of Him who should be the president. And they presented Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And God said that was how his name has been written in that very place. At that point, I was a little bit confused. And I saw the scene. In that scene, I saw a man called Peter Obi of the Labour's Party now walk into the scene. When he walked into the scene, I looked at him. He came with a huge crowd. The crowd was much. And I was looking at him. Instantly, when he got to the scene and he saw the seat and who was sitting upon the seat, he got weak. Then I felt passion for him. Then he looked at me and walked down to me and asked me, sir, what can I do? I told him, I said, well, I don't know. Because before I got here, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been already has occupied the seat already. And the Lord said that these people have already negotiated, asked for him long time ago. And I turned unto the Lord when he asked me, say, what can I do? And when I saw the crowd that were behind him, I felt passion for him, and I turned to the Lord. Lord, please, what? Is there anything that can be done? And the Lord said unto me, he said, I should look at the crowd behind him. And when I turned and looked at the crowd was much. And the Lord said unto me, he said, you see all these crowds that are behind him? He said, very many of them are not with him. That very many of them are just following him. That they do not have him. I said, Lord, how? And instanter, it looked like they seen flash. God asked me to look again. And when I look, I saw just only about 40 persons who were standing behind him. And I said, Lord, how come? He said, among this crowd that I'm seeing, that have been with him, says just these 40 persons that loved him from their mind. I said, so. As at this point, I saw somebody like Peter Obi if they were looking like somebody was about crying, like he felt dejected, something like that. And in that the same voice, he asked me again, please, he used the word, please, is there nothing that can be done? And I turned to the Lord right there. I said, Lord, what do we do? And God said unto me, and this is the message for the nation, most especially the obedient family. And God said unto me, he said, you see these 40 persons that are left, that are with him. Say, I should tell the nation. He said the church always come to him when it is almost late. That don't I see that the spirit realm, they always come to him earlier. I said, but the church, his people always call upon him when things is all at the verge of, crashing or things like that. I said, okay, is there anything that can be done? Then the Lord said unto me, he said, there is only one thing that the people that are following Peter Obi now can do. And he was pointing at those 40 persons. And he said unto me, he said, if in this nation, Nigeria, all that are following Obi, each of the states of this nation, Nigeria, if him can get 40 persons from each of the states and the cities who will call upon him the night to the election day, that they will come out of their house, they will not wear shoe or slippers, with their empty legs, and put their foot upon the ground and lift up their hands and pray from 12:30 to 1 in the night. That if he can get 40 persons from each of the states and the cities that will call upon him, he said only then can he, God, come down and change the scene. He said otherwise there is nothing that anyone can do to it again. And at that point, God showed me a scene. I saw too many forces like power moving all over the air everywhere. And God told me, said, that is the next battle. That the battle is a spiritual battle and not physical. I was watching the scene. And so, please, I have this to say to you. Peter Obi and the followers of Peter Obi, this is the message of the Lord to you people. That if we must change what has been sealed, this is what you people must do. You people who truly, genuinely love him from your heart, the depth of your heart, will wake up by 12:30 to 1 on the night of the day to the election and call upon God. Only then, God said, he will change the scene. Anything outside this, God said, nothing that can be done. Thank you so much. God bless you. That is for Peter Obi